800.
Well, when it comes to a home, what is the real value today? There are websites that can give you information, but just how accurate is it? Well, to talk about this, a Wink News real estate contributor, Denny Grimes, is with us this morning. This is confusing, and there's examples that it doesn't always work when you're looking to figure out what your house is worth.
No, it is, and it seems like all the information on the internet is even making it more confusing for a potential home buyer or even the seller. And the number one problem is that when people talk about values, they don't know the differences and the nuances between the different types of values, like assessed value, appraised value, market value, and now the new one out there is the internet value.
They all mean something different, don't they?
They do, and the biggest problem I have coming into with buyers is that they have been online looking and they think that's some sort of, particularly at our tax assessor, which is a great website, and they think that the assessed value, and even on our website they have another category that says market value. They think that that has some sort of indication what it's really worth, and it's not. In fact, I brought an example to show a home that's on the market. And what is the home really worth? Well, if you look it up at our tax assessor's office website, it says it's worth $813,000. And then if you go to one of the popular ones called Zillow, they have a Zestimate. They're saying that home is worth $828,000. Well, what's interesting, it was on the market for less than that for over a year, and it didn't sell. Right now, it's on the market for $579,000, which is 30% less than Zillow says it's worth, and our assessor says it's worth. So
I mean, that's nearly a $300,000 difference.
Yes.
From what you might think it's worth, and it's not selling. And you said to me that's where you kind of know what the house is really worth, is what you'll get offers for.
Well, sometimes you know what it's not worth when you put it on the market and you don't get any offers.
Right.
So really, what should someone do is that it's the same thing if you're sick. I mean, you can play with your symptoms on WebMD, and you can put in your symptoms, and it will tell you maybe what you have. But if you're really sick, you should go see a doctor. The best thing for a potential buyer or seller to do is to sit and have a conversation with a real estate professional, because the tax assessor's office has given you a snapshot of value in one particular point in time, and market values change a lot, and there's a lot of nuances that websites like Zillow don't pick up. So meet with a real estate professional, which can include an appraiser, to explain what's going on in that particular market in that particular time frame.
Yeah, I think, and be prepared, I would say, probably for a little bit of shock. It's probably not worth what you think it is in many cases. True?
Yeah, most sellers are still disappointed, and many times buyers are disappointed too, because they hear about all the great deals and they assume no matter what it's listed at, they can cut that number down. But many times things are selling at that listing price or more than that. So they should not be confused by the list price. Sit down and look at recent comparable sales, talk it over with a real estate professional, and you'll come very, very close to market value that way.
Because that's really where the market works, is what things have been selling for in roughly that area, that same size.
Same proximity, relative time frame, yes.
All right, it's going to be confusing, but if you get some help, you can straighten it all out.
Absolutely.
Well, let's hope it works, because I know we're all trying to get it all straightened out. Denny, thanks for coming in.
Rob,
keeping
thanks.
us up to date and focused. We'll come right back, update your weather and your traffic, also the top stories of the day. So stay with us. You're watching Week News Now this morning.